So, a while ago, I made a review of The Treasure Planet, a Bulgarian sci-fi adaptation of Robert Louis Stevenson's classic novel Treasure Island, released in 1883, 20 years before Disney attempted it and lost $74 million in the process. In that review, I made some questionable references to drugs. The whole joke of the episode was watching the film was like being on drugs, which I still think that. However, the way I illustrated it was as if I was actually on drugs watching it, which I wasn't. That was part of the so-called joke. You can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes. Also, I swore a lot in that video, which nowadays I censor only the hard swears, like or and especially. So, however, I've always kept this movie at the back of my head, waiting for a pristine opportunity to finish it and review it. And I think that opportunity has come. So here it is, motherfuckers, my re-review of The Treasure Planet. And what do I think of it? Jesus H. Tap dancing, spine tingling, penis wrangling, spewing, no plugging, nipple twisting, foot bending, bone snapping, hetero hating, horse kicking, airplane to the sequel loving Christ. What in the ever loving hell did I just watch? So the basic plot, if you can even call it that, of this movie is that Philippe, based on Jim Hawkins, is a guy who is given a map to Treasure Planet. A planet full of the treasure of the notorious Captain Flint by Billy Bones, who was just attacked by a black dog, an old friend of his who forced him to get the map and ended up giving Bones the black spot in an actually funny scene.
Don't be foolish. Statues can't be ticklish.
Oh, I'll bet your hand is ticklish.
I'm not ticklish. See? Oh no, the black spot.
Like, it's actually well timed and the voice acting makes it better. Anyways, Philippe informs Commander Smollett of the Hispaniola about it, and he planned an expedition to the planet and hires Long John Silver and his idiotic robot crew. However, things get complicated when Philippe finds out that Long John Silver is planning a mutiny, and once this happens, it's a race against time to find the treasure and get back to Earth. Now, you might think that that's the basic plot summary that I've created for this review, and it is, and that nothing interesting or of note happens in the rest of this film. Oh boy, are you ready for a psychedelic nightmare of drugged up proportions? Are you ready? No? Good, let's go! Absolutely anything you can think of happened in this atrocity called a film. But Black Dog and Billy Bones have a slapstick battle 5 minutes into the film, and it's awkward and it says about as awkward and stilted as you expect. 3 of Silver's robots have a dance number in the middle of the trip to the planet for some reason. I don't know why they do this, but it's about as funny as you think, as in not at all. Halfway through the film, the Parish character, I don't know his name, but you don't want to know his name after he says this. He says this.
Tunefully retarded.
What the Philippe and Smollett come across illusions of purple naked fish women. They don't have any genitalia, but Christ on a stick, that's a good thing. I'm not going to show it because... Okay, during the middle of the film, the group is blocked by this thing called...
It's Nebuchadnezzar!
Scoozy?
It's Nebuchadnezzar!
I'm sorry, could you just say that just one last time?
It's Nebuchadnezzar! It's Nebuchadnezzar!
Oh, I get it. After I was so confused about what he was called, I didn't realize this. Okay, okay. The beast that stops them from getting to the treasure, programmed by Captain Flint himself, was called Nailed it. Now, before I tell you what they do to take control of the beast and command it, to move it out of the way, I want to give you 3 choices about what they could possibly do. Could it be A, they fight it to the death and pass through? B, one of the robots distracts them and the others sneak through and attack from behind? Ignore this little spelling mistake there. That's definitely not because I lost my mind watching this. C, all of the characters are killed by the lava and the movie thankfully ends. Or D, all of the above. I'll give you 5 seconds to guess. Ready, go. Stop. If you chose any of these 4 answers, it's actually choice E. They perform Va Pensiero from the Italian opera Nabucco. Because, yeah, that makes complete sense. Actually, during the sequence, that feels like it came out of somebody's ass. You can see another problem with the film. Particularly, this frame I'm about to show you right here. See that? That's the animation. It's garbage. Now, despite me about to crap on the animation, I will say it doesn't look unfinished, and I don't blame the animator for how the look of this film turned out. If anything, blame the director, Roman Petkov. Let's see what else this idiot worked on. What? What? Despite this wonderful factoid, it looks unbelievably janky and really cursed. There are some nightmarish images in this film that keep someone up at night. Like me. I've actually gained insomnia from watching this piece of crap. I sleep with one eye open now. I can see you're laughing. Shut up. Country characters can become real. If SpongeBob can exist in my universe, then so can the characters in this animated drug trip. Hold on a second. I forgore. These characters can't exist in my universe. Because they die in the end. Oh, sorry to the 10 people who actually want to watch this piece of dog feces, who got spoiled. Sorry. Oopsie poopsie. No. Yeah, that's the extent of my wondrous vocabulary this film has led me to. It's led me to just raspberries, because yeah, that's basically all you can say to this film at this point. Yeah, at the end of the film, after they find the treasure, which is described by Philippe as a modern Noah's Ark, featuring symbols of life on Earth before the world became too artificial, the ships burst into flames and everyone dies, with Felipe sacrificing his one chance of escape with the remaining escape pod to help the treasure. It explodes, and tons of animals and parachutes fall down to Earth. This includes weird bird things, trolls, rhinos, and a band wearing blackface. Because why is it not surprising that this film is also racist? However, the biggest piece of madness in the special definitely legal appearance of, get ready for this, Mickey Mouse. Yes, that Mickey Mouse. Do you think Ron Miller knew about this?
Mickey, why would you do this? Ron, you've let me appear in any short film since the 1950s. Hell, you haven't given me anything to do during the 1970s. Uh-huh. What about the merchandise? You sold a crap ton of merch. You have no idea what those Disney adult freaks want to do to me. I'm sorry. Disney adult? You really don't want to know. Okay, but still. Mickey, why? Why would you jeopardize the company like this? Listen, Ron, you know those desperate adult films actors do before they're well known? You know, to make money. Woo. Huh? Okay, but wait, hold on. How the hell do you know about that? I was low on cash. I know I was in Bulgaria. I just needed the cash. I didn't mean to destroy the company's image. You know that we can sue them for copyright infringement and make double, no, triple the money of what it probably cost to make. Ron, Bulgaria is a Soviet-affiliated country. What? Oh, Christ, forget it. I'm not risking World War III. We'll stick to our own films. They've been making money, right? I think you need to sit down.
The sketch went on for way longer than it was supposed to. And Mickey sounds like Miss Piggy for some reason. But you get my point. This film sucks! The characters are annoying and idiotic. The animation is janky. The music is horrible and irritating. The world building is unbelievably confusing. The story is objectively unfinished. And the voice acting is atrocious. And the message is actually good and unique, to be fair. To be honest, this film is very unique. It's one of those rare examples where a film can be replicated but never duplicated. It's a laugh right, solely because of the crazy, nonsensical voice acting and writing. I highly recommend it. Also, this review isn't solely made just to crap on the film. It is a very passionate, fueled film. It isn't just made to trick grandmas at the store for because it's a ripoff. This is the Disney remake is not a ripoff, or not remake. It's not a remake. The Disney version is not a ripoff. It is just a coincidence that there are two films about a sci-fi version of Treasure Island, and I think it's cool that they were able to make this during a very wild time. Actually, I wonder who did the voice for Felipe, because it sounds very familiar. Bryan Cranston? What the fuck?